left-handed Katerina Lung on the left, number 91 ranked. She's 18. And she'll be up against the 22 ranked VOLPI, who's 33. And we fenced the bouts on the piste because they're not fenced on a score sheet. But if you looked at the score sheet, this is a mismatch of epic proportions. Lung, this is her first time on the podium. She was 91st in Hong Kong in January at the World Cup, 13th in Busan, so you could see something happening there. 73rd in Palma de Mallorca back in November. Okay, she's 18 years old on the way up. VOLPI, on the other hand, has 18 World Cup medals, including 9 golds. She has 10 Grand Prix medals, including 2 golds. She is a 2-time world champion, winning in Wuxi, China in 2018 and Milan, Italy, 2023. She has a silver as well in Leipzig in 2017. This year, her results haven't jumped off the page. 25th in Turin, the Grand Prix, 16th in Hong Kong, 82nd in Busan, 42nd in Palma de Mallorca, and she went to a satellite event that didn't count for the major points in Barcelona, where she took first. So she's back on the podium. For what will be her 29th combined World Cup or Grand Prix medal. Very careful taking risks, are both fencers here. Lowers the point down to make. Referees Tenberg in Germany. Mater of Czechia and video, assisted by Perez of Belgium and Acevedo of Panama. So Lung got here by beating Sim of Korea 15-14 in the round of 64. That was breathtaking. She then beat Cipressa of France 15-8. Kondrits of Hungary 15-11. Pastor, also of Hungary, 15-14. That was a close one. And there's her first one to get here. VOLPI had an easy one against Pistoia of Brazil, 15-1 in the 64. Really close one, 15-12 against Chuji of Japan. And then the big one was in the round of 16, where she went up against Ariana Arago and won 15-14 on an amazing last action. Both lights were on, and it was really close, and it went to VOLPI on a second counter riposte. And then she got here with a pretty easy victory over Olya Sopit of Ukraine. That victory was easy for her, but Sopit, you must know, in the round of 32, knocked off the #1 ranked and 2-time defending Olympic champion Lee Kiefer of the United States. And that's how they got here. And just like that, Lung has tied the score. Attack au fer, attack on the blade. And Lung, who was very cautious, I would say not just respectful, cautious at the first parts, the first couple of minutes. Once she got a touch or two, she's starting to field a little bit, a little more active on her legs. Two blade meetings, the beat attack from the left, and then the second blade meeting was the parry from VOLPI. 1, 2. There's the coach Vani.
Attaque au fer de gauche, non valable. En garde. Prête. Allez.
So we're going to go to the break with VOLPI a narrow 5-4 lead. Okay, so that was a coin flip. There's VOLPI talking with Vani, a great fencer in his own right in his day. He doesn't give it away with his hand signals quite as much as some of the other coaches. And there's Macialis, the American coach. He's a little bit more animated. Interesting career he's had, a 3-time Olympian as a competitor. He was a referee at 1996 Olympics in Atlanta, and he's been an American coach at 5 Olympics. So you're talking about an amazing career. Not to mention he has a son who's got 30 World Cup and Grand Prix medals and an Olympic silver medal and a World Championship silver medal. And we're underway the second period. Okay, so Lung is in and out. She's moving the legs. Probably a slight advantage there. Needs to take advantage of it. We hear the referee preparation, which means that VOLPI did not get her arm going. Watch her arm. It's back. Yep, and then she finally threw it out at the second, almost reacting to Lung's attack. Good call by the ref. Well, that's the first time we've seen VOLPI impose her will in such a manner and just steamroll Lung to the back of the piece and score easily. Lung is not going to retreat like that again. So is she going to challenge it? Yeah. So this was similar to 2 actions ago where Volpi is coming forward with her arm back and basically waiting for Lung to start. Let's watch her arm. Well, that's a little bit closer. This one's closer than the other one. From that angle, it's hard to see, but this could go to Volpi. This was closer. But I think the refs are keeping it the same because they're right in front of me. Mem shows same thing, and that's that. That was a close one. So Lung was setting up the attack. Volpi's able to find it and make the riposte, regain the lead. Let's watch it here. Here it comes the attack. Parried and riposte. Took the counter 6 or a high septime, a 7th parry, circling from right to left. Okay, so Volpi has chosen here to be a little bit more aggressive on the attack. At least she was twice, 3 times there. Tackle fair. So this is a game plan change clearly in the second period here. We're seeing much more of the attack from Volpi. And she's been very successful. Right now, Volpi's controlling the dance, and Lung is reacting to Volpi. For a while, Lung was the one provoking and pushing, but now it's gone back to Volpi. A tackle fair again. So Volpi is luring Lung into that counterattack. She's beating the blade, which gives her the right of way, and doing it with a timing that just lures out the counterattack. And Lung can't afford to keep doing that. There's a riposte. I think Volpi's on a 5-0 run here. So Lung needs to figure something out here because this might not make it to the next break. We're in the second of 3 periods. But if we get to 15, there is no third period. Volpi saying she took the blade, but it was clear Lung took the blade. If they both take it at the same time, the right-of-way goes to the person who initiated, which was Lung, according to the referee. Well, this is what Lung needs to do because plan A of counterattacking was not working there. A little bit lucky there because Volpi saw an opening, went for the straight attack. Reprise of the attack. First riposte was no, and the referee is saying that Lung took an extra step back, which allows Volpi to make her reprise her second action. Here, let's see it here. There's Masiello saying, let's challenge this one. Mem shows reprise de droite, reprise from the right, because after the parry there was either a delay or an extra step back by Lung. Oh, she's quicker on her feet, a little lighter on her feet. She has to try to see if she could parlay that into a couple more touches here. Ref's going to look at this one. The referees like to instinctively make their call, not go to the video before making the call. But there are going to be actions like this one when it's the right thing to do because it's too close. Attack from the left. That's 2 attacks in a row for Lung. Maybe Lung is setting up second intention, trying to draw VOLPI out like that, waiting for the riposte of her own. Beat attack from the left. And what's good for the goose is good for the gander because that time Lung lured VOLPI into the counterattack. Wow, how did she hit? The way VOLPI angled her body, there was no target back there. It's amazing that Lung put the light on. VOLPI on the march. That's the attack, and that's her weird angle attack where her hand is high and she drops the point low. It's an odd angle. Very few fencers have that type of action. That's like her signature move. Referee telling Lung to pull up her socks because the fencers can't have any bare skin exposed. Wow, the 33-year-old covered a lot of ground there with that explosive lunge, but got only the off target. He didn't call halt. She's saying he called. There was a remise and a yellow card for complaining or. So, it's good. And a yellow card. You cannot, maybe it's for challenging the call of the referee. You can't challenge a call only if you make a mistake with the rules. Well, maybe a little quick on the card by the ref, but them's the rules. That's attack from the right off target. Marcialis is saying don't challenge it because it's attack off target. That's why. So we go to the break. VOLPI up by 1. About a minute ago, it was 10-6 for VOLPI. Didn't look good for Lung because she was getting suckered into those counterattacks. And I made a comment that she might not get the coaching in between the second and third period because it appeared that the bout was going to end in that period, the way things were going. But she turned it around, did the 18-year-old. And here we are in the second break, and she's within 1.
Troisième et final coup. En garde. Prête. Allez.
We are underway with the third and final period to see who will be fighting for the gold later this evening.
Attaque sort. Rien.
First attack was from the right, stopped. Not even a blink from Volpi. Lung ties the score just like that.
Attaque contre attaque. En garde. Prête. Allez. Attaque au fer de droite. Non valable.
Stalking Lung was Volpi there, waiting in second intention for that attack and to make her riposte, but she hit off target.
Paré. Réponse touche. Point.
Volpi says, I'm going to impose my will and my experience on the youngster. Parry and, oh, she faked going behind the back.
Prête. Allez.
Volpi with a little extra pep in her step is within one.
En garde.
The 33-year-old still has the wheels. Oh, had her dead to rights on the beat attack, but was off target.
En garde. Prête. Allez. Paré.
And Lung saw an opening as Volpi was marching forward to come within one. Volpi pressing, stepped forward and got nailed. Look for Volpi to attack again. She wants to go down fighting with her best action. Attack from the left, says the referee. Tenbergen of Germany, that's being challenged. Oh, this is a quick one. This is going to stand. We reviewed it with video ref Mater.
Attaque touche point.
And here we go. One touch to fight for gold. The counter riposte is no. The remise of the riposte is yes. And Alice Volpi of Italy is going to be fighting Lauren Scruggs later tonight for the gold medal. What an exciting bout that was, back and forth. And
La remise de droite touche point. Vainqueur. Salut.
referee has to look at the video to make sure there are no infractions there. And how about that youngster, Katerina Lung, with her first trip to the podium? And it looks like there's going to be a lot more for that young lady. Congratulations on a bronze medal at the Lima, Peru Grand Prix. See, the problem there for Lung is on the counter riposte, she was still sort of going backwards with her body as her blade was going forward, and it gave the longer Volpi a chance to sneak one in when it seemed that Lung was just a little bit short, maybe because her momentum was going opposite of Volpi, even though she had parried her. Okay. Time for everybody to take a breath, get a cold drink, and get ready for our 2 gold medal bouts that we have left tonight. First up will be the men. Kirill Borodichev, an individual neutral athlete, against Guillaume Bianchi of Italy, going for his second Grand Prix gold in a row. They'll be up first.